Hello guys, this is Something Extraordinary, and today we are bringing you a topic on religion. And so today, as you can see on your left, we have our guest here, Julian.
Hello.
Who you've seen many times before, and also Brayden, who you've also seen.
You've only seen me once.
But he's also been an editor of many of our videos. Okay, so today on religion, let's sort of not talk about the topic for a second. Let's get some introductions going. So you guys, as I've heard, have been friends since 6th grade. So how did you guys sort of meet each other? How was that like?
Okay, so basically, we were in separate classes because at the time it was like one class for a bunch of subjects. And we really didn't talk and get to know it that much, but during book wars is when we sort of interacted.
And also, I would say science camp.
Oh yeah, that too.
Science camp, we went together. And we were buddies for that because we got to do the buddy system thing.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, so it's very good.
Okay, so like, how did you guys find out, oh, this guy vibes with me?
I'd say like the Pokemon and Nintendo stuff.
Yeah,
we just talked a lot about Nintendo.
Yeah, we're both big nerds.
Yeah, I love games.
Geeks.
Yeah.
We're big geeks about it.
Okay, so how did the conversation sort of turn towards, like, I guess, deeper topics, right? So from games, not necessarily religion, but just like, hey, what are your, I guess, life interests? Where do you plan to go?
I guess, probably just how we talk to each other and then we get trust, and then like how we help each other with like when we're trying to
internal conflicts.
Yeah.
You help each other get through things.
Mm-hmm.
And so now let's sort of get into the topic of today. How did religion come about?
Well, it was a while back, and I popped the question, what do you believe in? Christianity, what was the other ones I said? I was like, Muslims,
Yeah,
Buddhists,
like that.
all that. And then he answered, well, I don't believe in God, and I'm like sort of atheist. This is his words, so.
Yeah. Atheist, I mean, technically agnostic, but atheist is a more widely known term, and to be honest, I actually do believe more in science than I guess God. So yeah, I am an atheist.
Okay, so why were you guys curious?
Well, for me, I wanted to take him to church because our church legit like has us volunteers to bring friends from like other places.
Yeah.
Have him bring along, and our church is really open arms. Like no matter like where you came from, what you passed, like they're legit have their arms open for you. So.
Yeah.
And he goes to it sometimes.
Yeah.
The pastor is very.
Was that after you invited him, saying, "Hey, do you wanna?"
No, actually, I think I ran into him there just like randomly.
Huh.
It was like just a coincidence that like we were both there.
Yeah, you were like, "Hey, wait, Julia, what?"
I'm talking with my family, and he comes over. He's like, "Julian." I was like, "What?" "Oh, bro, what's up?" He's like, "What's up, Julian?" I was like, "You go here." He's like, "Yeah."
Yeah. Okay. So I have to ask you, Brayden, like, how did you get to church? I thought you said like I'm a science believer.
For a long time, like I had been, but like my mom didn't know, and I just didn't know how to really tell her because, like, my family isn't exactly super religious, but they are judgy and they're pretty like closed-minded on topics of that. So I went there for a while, and also I enjoyed being there because the pastor there was very funny.
Okay.
Anderson, really funny.
Yeah.
Like his jokes are just top tier. Right?
Give him a shout out.
The right pastor.
Yeah. Pastor Anderson, if you ever come across this video, we love you.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't think that's likely. But okay.
Maybe if you
that's a
shared it with
shout out.
him.
Like that's
right.
a shout out right there.
Right. So you're saying that your family isn't super religious, so they want you to go to church, or they're more like, oh, they don't want
They
Well,
are.
there's no obligation. They just
Yeah.
tell you, well, we're going to church, get ready.
Like they
get
follow
ready,
Christianity, like they follow Christianity, they
Mhm.
pray,
Yeah.
but like we don't always go to church, maybe because we're super busy. So
Oh, got it.
and like even on weekends we just spend time doing other things. But I mean, like we do go to like when we used to go to church a lot, but we haven't been lately because of COVID and all that.
Yeah.
We just watch it because they have like their own podcast series, and sometimes they just live stream their own services.
Oh, okay.
So that's how we watch it.
Oh,
sometimes.
that's cool. Yeah.
It's COVID and stuff.
Yeah. So is your family like quote unquote super
Okay,
religious?
so for my family, it's very complicated because like my grandma, super religious. She's like always judgy if you do something wrong. She's like, God would not like to see you do this.
Yeah.
Like, and my grandpa, he tells us life lessons of when he was young, and he ties God into it.
Got it.
So, but then my mom, she's Christian, but like I wouldn't say really religious about it. Like she's calm, like like she would like, let's say you drink, she would have been like, that's what God doesn't want you to do. Now she's not like that. She just pray, don't do sins, and yeah, pretty much she's really chill about it. And my dad too, but he does tie in a lot of like life lessons from the Bible into our everyday lives. He's like, the Bible speaks about this, this, and that every time we make a mistake, and we're just like, oh, okay, you know.
Yeah. So are your siblings and you, like, is there a variation to, like, your family? Like, is it a spectrum?
Okay, that is a funny story, because, like, me...
Yeah, go share with us.
Like me, I'm Christian. I believe in, you know, Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. But my brothers and sisters, at first, they didn't care. Like, they didn't really want to go to church. They, like, argued with my parents. And, well, it took me to, like, show them the Bible and stuff. Like legit, my brother's reading it right now. I think he's on, Exodus?
Uh-huh.
And he comes to me, he's like, hey, Julian, what does it mean when this verse says this? And I tell him, and then, like, because my knowledge of the Bible, for so many years of, you know, practicing the religion, so basically, I'm the one that knows most about Christianity, and then the rest of my siblings are just slowly catching up.
Got it. So, between you guys, so when you guys both sort of realized that, you know, each other's religion was sort of different, how was the reaction?
Well, sort of just chill. I mean,
It was neutral.
me and him know each other. I mean, and I don't really tend to quarrel. I usually take, like, anything that is sort of, like, that's, like, iffy or, like, controversial. I tend to stay neutral. And I tend not to try to start or stir.
I don't judge people. They do
Yeah.
like, do you. Like, you do you. Like, if you're gay, that's on you. If you're part of, like, this cult, that's on you. Like, as long as you don't affect anyone else's lives while doing whatever you're doing, then you're good, you know? There's no reason to judge or anything.
People are people, and people are different.
You gotta live with it. You know?
Yeah, many things.
So, I'm guessing, like, didn't impact your relationship much, probably?
No, not really.
It
The funny
hasn't.
thing is, we just made jokes about it. I made jokes about atheism, and he made jokes about Christianity, so we just, you know, we chilled with it.
And, like, you're not offended, right?
Nah.
You're not like, oh, I can't believe you said that about this.
Nah. Because I had a lot of funny jokes about science.
Yeah.
He hates my science jokes. It's fun.
Oh, okay. Wait, pop us one. What's a funny science joke?
I gotta remember though. What was it? It was like about the Big Bang or something.
Cut that out, editor.
The editor's you, Brayden.
I know.
You should just cut that part in and cut it out, and then the actual joke is good.
No, just be like, just like two cosmic beings, just cuts right there. You know?
Oh, maybe that's also good.
No, I just muted. I was just thinking cut that was
Just
like audio clip part out.
Yeah.
Just like beeps the whole thing.
But I leave this in instead.
Yeah, that would be good actually. That's a good blooper too if you want to put it at the end.
Blooper
I
reel.
could.
Yeah. Okay, so that's actually a pretty different attitude from, you know, certain people, right? Because I think Julian phrased this too. He said when you guys pop the question, right? That's something you usually sort of say to, like, I don't know, like at a marriage, right? You're like, he popped the question, will you marry me? But then in this case, right, you sort of referred to it, you know, as religion. And so why do you think religion is such a big issue? And is there a way that we can sort of improve our sort of perception of controversy?
Well, I see as religion, well, to most people, religion is mostly about, like, hey, you have to follow this, and you're part of my, like, friendship group, or, like, follow, if you don't follow that, I hate you for life. It's like,
Right.
that, like, what I've been taught over the years is that that's not true. Like, religion is a belief, and whatever you believe, it doesn't supposed to affect everyone around you. If it affects you and you're happy, then that's good. But, like, let's say you're going around being like, look, like some people, like, in, like, huge crowds, they're like, Jesus, like, is this and that, and then they, like, I don't know why they do this, but, like, they say, like, fake Bible verses and stuff, and fake, like, prophecies, and that's what gets me mad about it sometimes.
You don't try to take advantage or you
Like, they legit take advantage of people that don't know anything about the Bible, and they just lie about it. It's just, why?
Well, yeah, true, because, I mean, for a long time when I was a Christian, like, my mom, like, read me, like, Bible stories, but she never read me the entire thing. Like, I never knew the entire thing. So, and then if you're, like, following it, and, like, because some people are, like, devoted to things, and they don't know everything about the thing that they're devoted to. So for them to get taken advantage of, I would see why that would, like, make them, like, make you mad and stuff like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I would see why.
Okay, so say something to our viewers then. For people who are, like, maybe atheists, agnostic, are not religious, something for people who we are. Like, what's your sort of relationship, I suppose, with, you know, how you want our readers to have a relationship with faith, right? Is faith something that you want them to continue having as long as it puts them on a good path? Or is it something that, you know, if it goes too far, what are the consequences of that? In either way, do you want faith to affect their relationships? Something to say to our readers.
I do believe that faith is, if you are faithful in something, then follow it as long as it doesn't harm anyone.
Mm-hmm.
But it puts you on a good path, teaches you morals that you need. Because I think spirituality is really important.
Yeah.
So as long as you just follow it and it leads you in a good path, you don't hurt anyone. Just basically just follow it. If you believe in it, believe in it. That's what it is. I mean, it's impossible to know if a religion is true or not. So just follow it. You never know.
Like I once said, yeah, it's a belief. So as long as it doesn't hurt anyone, you do you. And I'd say like people that have relationships that are right now conflicting with like an atheist and a Christian.
Right. Start battling each other.
Like let's say like they're battling. I'd say just drop it. Just be buddies. You know, you don't always have to bring up the topic. Like let's say like him being atheist and I'm being Christian. Like we're still best friends over what was it? 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, now 10th, 5 years. So you know we've been pretty good best friends. You know. That's how it is.
Look for the parts that, you know.
That makes you guys friends, you know. You don't always gotta fight, you know. Be like, hey, you're an atheist, I hate you now, or hey, you're a Christian, go let yourself.
Don't cast shade on people because they're different or because they believe in something different. Like be accepting. Like that's the most important thing. And also, I believe isn't that a lesson in the Bible too? Something that they teach.
Yes, forgiveness and acceptance of others.
Those are good morals. So.
Yeah. See, I think same too. Like religion isn't necessarily maybe like a lot of people have the perception it's all about loving God, right? But it's also like it gives you a lot of really important morality,
morals and like the text.
And that's what people a lot of times like take away. And that's what like leaves them with impacts the rest of their life.
Conflicts with others, yes.
Right.
Yeah, because like things like other religions, like or not really religions, like more like beliefs, like Buddhism, it teaches a lot of good morals, and like the thing is. People think that like Buddha is like their god or stuff like that, and it's not. It's a like achievement or ranking that you get. Like as you go up, and you sort of enter the state of enlightenment. So, and they learn good morals. Most people that meet them usually say they're really nice. So.
Or like Muslims, people like see them as terrorists, and it's like that's not all Muslims are terrorists. Like I know a few Muslims, they're really cool and chill. Like they teach me a lot of their teachings that they get taught, and it's kind of similar to Christianity. Like, like yes, there's like the one being that's high above all, but like they all have the morals of like it's similar to the Bible basically.
Yeah, faith like sometimes stereotypes us, right? That when we say like, and when I say I'm an atheist, people are like, oh, that means like you're completely against God. You know, you think all people who are God believers are like, you know, people who are like, oh, I don't believe in science or things like that. And the reality is like those stereotypes are very much like untrue, right? And so I'm really glad that you guys both revealed to us it's not.
Yeah, and usually times people like things where like religion goes bad and stuff, or like where it's caused problems is just by people interpreting it in a way that made them feel like that is what the religion was telling them to do.
Yeah.
Muslims, like they have something. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it's like a holy war.
The holy war, yeah. They have the right to like kill and fight.
Yeah. So the terrorists like interpret it like because they follow that.
The one being.
They interpreted it as killing others who were against their religion or weren't that religion, and really, though supposedly, it's like a war inside yourself. That you're fighting amongst yourself to reach peace. So
it's really sometimes about interpretation of faith, right? And how people take it, and that an interpretation that's truly with good intentions is something that comes out with good intentions. Thank you guys both so much, Julian, Brayden. Just give your salutes to the camera. And we look forward to having our next episode with you guys.
All right.
Bye.